Alright, I'm set up here to do a little sanding with the DA. Now you might notice over here to the left side of the screen that there's an awful lot of light there, and it's not for the purpose of photography. It is because I can see these scratches a lot better now. And we actually had a unit where I used to work at Swiss. It looked like 4 headlights right next to each other in a box, and we used that, and it was called an inspection light. That's what it was for, so you could look and see on your sanding. The time to find scratches is while you're sanding, before you get stain on it, because once you get stain on, it will highlight those grooves. Not only that, whenever you go to when you look at that and say, oh, I missed some scratches, and you go to sand it back off, it gums the sandpaper a lot, and you end up spending about twice the time you should have trying to correct that mistake. So I'm going to put on my dust mask here and get started. Hopefully you won't be seeing my elbow. I've got the camera over to the side rather than right behind. Okay, it's coming along, but I can still see some right here. I'm going to change pads. I like to use a hook and loop paper, otherwise known as Velcro, because the PSA sometimes, or pressure sensitive adhesive, will sometimes stick to the pad and you peel it off and you leave paper behind, number one. Number two, if I happen to be sanding like a panel edge, it will wear the outside of this as far in as the panel is being sanded, but it'll leave the center untouched. Well, I'm not going to just pitch that piece of sandpaper. It's still usable. So what I'll do is I'll just peel this off and wrap it around that rubber block that you saw earlier, and I'll use that to hand sand. Silky smooth, and that looks pretty good. I'll have to buff that out with the block, but once I finish this side, I'll do the whole thing a little bit and a little bit on the panel just to kind of even things up. There, that side's ready to stroke sand. I'll turn this over and do the same here, but I won't show that on the camera since you've already seen how it's done. Then I'm going to get my little router again and put an 1/8 inch round over on the top and bottom of this table.